Okay, this is a nice question. I like this question a bit. CSI. The depth in centimeters of a footprint is proportional to the weight of a person leaving that footprint. If you're heavy, you leave a deeper footprint. If you're light, you leave a less deep footprint. A footprint that was 6 centimeters deep was found outside a window that was used as the entry point in a robbery. Through testing, it is known that a person's weighing 60 kilograms leaves a footprint that is 5 centimeters. Calculate the weight of the suspected robber. Now, it is directly proportional. So because it's directly proportional, this isn't actually a nonlinear thing. Because it's directly proportional, we can do this in a couple of ways. We can just do it in terms of ratios. We know that 5 centimeters equals 60 kilograms in this sense. If your footprint is 5 centimeters, it is 60 kilograms. What we want to know is what 6 centimeters leaves. So how do we get from 5 centimeters to 6 centimeters? This is just a ratio question because it is directly proportional. So 5 centimeters equals 60 kilograms. So 1 centimeter equals 12 kilograms. So 6 centimeters equals 72. That's just the unitary method. So we've gone from 5 down to 1. We've divided this side by 5, so we divide that side by 5. We know what 1 is, so now we know we've got to get to 6. So we times this side by 6, we times that side by 6. Or if we wanted to do it algebraically, we all love algebra, so let's do it algebraically. W equals K times D. That is our formula always for these proportional questions. This might change. If it's inversely proportional, then it's 1 over D. If it is proportional to D squared, then you put a squared up there. And any of these little variations means you cannot do it this way. You cannot do it this way. That's why the algebra way is important. So algebraically, W equals K times D, where we know that W equals 60 when D equals 5. So they always give us some initial information. Why? So we can find K. So in this case, 60 equals K times 5. That's just substituting stuff in. And what have we found? That K equals 12. Why have we found that? Because this is the 12 over here. That's basically what we're doing there. We found that K equals 12. Then we use this value of K. So 12 times 6 equals 72. Now remember, the important thing is that this method over here can only be used if it is directly proportional. If we change this question to the depth D in centimeters of a footprint is proportional to the weight squared, if this suddenly became squared, then you would have to put a square in here, which suddenly, changes the whole, which changes everything. Suddenly you'd have to square this to give, 3,600. And so K would be something totally different. K would be, you're asking a bit now, 720, I think. Okay, and then you'd have to do something down here. So suddenly K is 720. And you'd have to muck around with that. And this is W squared. So sometimes when it's directly proportional, you can use this method. At other times, you have to use the algebraic method, okay? So just be aware of that. As soon as you get something weird happening in the question, it changes lots of things. Okay, thanks.